We start by preparing our leeks. Top and tail them, and then spend a minute to chop those into nice chunky pieces. We don't want them too small. We want a nice bit of texture in our pie. Once we've diced up our leeks, pop those to one side, and now we turn our attention to our beautiful free-range chicken breast. Chop those into nice 2-inch size cubes so that they're really nice and chunky. Pop those into a bowl to one side, and we want a heavy bottomed frying pan with a nice knob of butter. Once the butter starts to sizzle, chuck in our leeks. Give those a really good season with some sea salt and freshly ground black pepper. Be nice and generous with your black pepper. It works beautifully well in the pie. And we just want to gently sweat down our leeks, removing all the water and intensifying the flavour. We do not want that water in our pie. We want to sweat it out. And then pop your leeks to one side, and we want to take a Dutch oven or a high-walled saucepan, chuck in a very generous knob of butter. Once that melts, go in with a tablespoon or two of plain flour. And we're making a bechamel here. So once it starts to get nice and pasty, slowly add in your milk, little by little, until we have a beautiful, rich, creamy, delicious bechamel sauce. So keep working it through, and we want our bechamel to be fairly thick. And we're going to be poaching our chicken in the sauce. And when you're ready, we want to chuck in our chicken breasts. For this recipe, it's really important that we poach the chicken breasts in the sauce. We don't want to fry them off beforehand. We want to gently poach them in the sauce for a good 10 minutes or so that they're almost done. And then we want to spoon our chicken pieces into our pie dish, and then go in with a few tablespoons of our leeks, and then spoon over our bechamel sauce. And now we're ready for the crust. You can make your own short crust pastry, but buying it from a shop is not a problem at all. It's really good quality. So flour your board, and we want to roll our pastry onto a rolling pin and then lay that gently over our pie dish. Cut around the sides, remove the excess, but personally I like to keep a really nice rustic, messy crust. So I like to line the edges with a little bit of extra pastry and kind of tuck it in almost, but leave a nice chunky rim, because this will go beautifully crusty and it's just more crust for your pie. And then take a couple of eggs, whisk those in a bowl, and then we want to give our pie crust a beautiful egg wash so it goes deep and golden brown. And then pop that into an oven preheated to 180 degrees, and we want to cook our pie for about 15 to 20 minutes until the top is beautifully deep and golden brown. Remove it from the oven, and then we're ready to serve. Here we have my beautiful chicken and leek pie. Creamy, rich, delicious, with a beautiful crusty topping.